This is Howard Walensky for Skype. We're talking to our old friend Silvia Tolisano. She's the teacher from Florida who was taking her children around the world with Skype's help. Funny thing is she's not in Florida today. Where are you?
I'm in Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Well, hola, buenos dias. Uh,
Buenos
so,
dias, sí.
see, so how did the year turn out for your kids on Skype? How many countries did you visit?
We finished the school year in May, and then there was 1 week of summer camp left. That I had a wonderful group of tech campers, and we finished out the year with 27 schools that we connected to around the world.
And how many countries?
And how many countries?
Hmm.
Oh, now you got my how many countries? We were definitely, I think we were 18, 19 different countries, but we were able to travel to six different continents. So Antarctica is the only one we are still missing,
Well, only Oprah can
and I'm
get
working on.
only Oprah can get you to Antarctica because they don't have enough bandwidth to devote to this otherwise, unless you're on the Oprah show, you know. But maybe that'll happen.
I'm working on it. I'm working on here in Argentina. I'm working on somebody who seems to have a connection. So, but I'm not 100% sure. But again, we're working on it.
Oh, no, I'm later this summer I'm going to New Zealand, which I know is a jumping off place for the researchers. You know, maybe I can help you. We'll see. So,
That would be great.
what did your kids get out of this experience?
Well, there were two different processes that I was seeing. We had classes, students that really only had the opportunity once to connect with another class in a different country. So they seem to have. Everybody was very excited. Everybody ahead of time during the connection and then afterwards as well. And then it really depended on the teacher. How far did they take it? What did they do with the information that they learned? Did they integrate it into their lessons during that week? Did they refer back to it afterwards? Did they make connections with the things that they had, geography wise or culture wise, language wise? So that was one aspect of it. What I saw the most progress and really where I was able to see continuous learning was with the students that had several opportunities during the year um, to connect with other children around the world. And I had a few kindergarten classes who periodically connected with kindergarten classes in Peru and then in Argentina and also in a different part of the United States. And they really, you could tell a difference from the first time and the last time. They were a lot more comfortable. They were more outgoing. They had lost a little bit of their shyness. And then it was a matter of fact, oh, yes, we talked to our friends in Peru today. Or, yeah, those children in Argentina, they can speak three languages. So those are things that you would really could tell a difference compared to the ones that only had the exposure once. And then obviously I had the third group was my technology club and then the technology camp that they had an opportunity to throughout the year, pretty much every week, connect with somebody else. And then during the tech camp week, it was every day. They connected with England, with Wales, with South Africa, and that seemed to make a difference. To not have it a once in a lifetime opportunity, but a continuous connection for them.
Did any of the children adopt the technology into their family life? Did they bring it home?
Actually, yes. Right before you called, one of my tech campers, she Skyped me saying, "Hey, where are you? I'm enjoying my summer." and I told her I would see in Buenos Aires. So yes, they have adopted it and are using it between each other. And those are fourth graders.
So we're changing the world one phone call at a time, or one Skype call at a time. Did they call you using video or just audio?
No, actually, we were just chatting with each other.
Oh, just doing the chat. I gotcha. So there's
Yes.
that's the third channel. So now I know that you travel quite a lot. Do you tend to use Skype while you're on the road?
Always. That's my way of I have three children of my own, and in this summer vacation they're staying in the United States. So that's the way that we are connecting with each other and being able to talk with each other every day.
So are you spending
And
this?
while I am in, go ahead.
I'm sorry, you go ahead.
And the same thing, while I'm in the US, my family is all over the world. So my mother, who lives here in Argentina, we Skype with each other. My brother lives in Brazil, and that's another way of staying in contact.
So do you plan to spend most of the summer in Argentina then, or are you going to be moving around South America?
No, I will be in Argentina. We are planning on heading to Calafate, which is in the south in Patagonia next week to visit the glacier Perito Moreno.
Mm-hmm.
and and then it's almost time for me to go back home too.
Hmm.
So we are not going to go in another country in South America this time.
Now I know you're going to be changing schools next year, right?
Correct.
So do you plan to be using Skype next year?
Yes. I will be moving on to a Jewish day school, and we are planning on making. I'm going to continue with the Around the World with 80 schools to try to reach the goal of 80 schools. But also, we are trying to make connections with family or friends in Israel to be able to. This is a bilingual day school, Hebrew and English, and we are hoping to find connections in Israel to be able to do story time, to give authentic language input to the students here in the United States, to hear and converse in Hebrew with them via Skype.
Now with all your languages, do you speak Hebrew too?
No, I don't.
Now
No, I
I had an interesting experience last night on Skype. I've been doing my family tree for many years, and I had taken some still photos when I was in Lithuania 2 years ago, and I put them on the internet. And a distant cousin of mine had looked at the photos and said, he said his mother had grown up in a building that I'd shot a picture of just random near a major church in Kaunas, Lithuania. And so then he started to tell me about his aunt who had survived World War II in Siberia, and I was stunned to hear she was still alive. And I spoke to her last night on Skype. So I'm going to do a little family history project interviewing some of the older generation that I didn't even know existed a couple of years ago. So that might be something else for your Jewish day school. You might be able to speak with Holocaust survivors, things like that.
right, which is more and more important because of the time sensitivity that as the longer we wait, they will not be around anymore. So we need to get everybody needs to get on the ball. And if you want to do family history, if you want to capture those moments in time, because pretty soon you won't be able to do that anymore.
Sylvia, when you start the new year at the Hebrew Day School, do you start your count over, or are you going for 80 and you get credit for past calls?
Yes, since I was present in every single connection, I will continue my countdown. So it will continue with connection number 28 around the world with 80 schools.
I hear you. Well, can we stay in touch during the next school year?
Definitely.
All right. Well, listen.
I appreciate it.
No, I appreciate your time and enjoy Argentina. And I'll see you in September, as they say.
Muy bien. Muchas gracias.
De nada.